Good evening, everyone. This is Soraka, and I'm your tarot reader. What we're going to do now is a deep dive reading, so I'm moving stuff off the table because it's going to get intense, okay? So I want to make sure I have enough room for everything. Move it out this way. If you are new to this channel, I do a 333 reading every weekend, or yeah, well, every week. So either it goes, I'll do an alternative of the 333. So the original 33333 reading is I have 5 decks, right? I have 2 tarot decks, 1 love oracle deck, 1 timing oracle deck, and 1 angel's number deck, where I go by deck to get at least 3 cards per deck or more if need be, okay? And then we will, discuss what the reading is giving. This is the alternative to that. This is a 15 card spread where I take the 5 decks and position them in such a way that they commingle amongst themselves, and then it gives a different type of version of the reading. The original 333 reading gives you about 4 storylines that may or may not bleed together, but the 15 card spread deep dive gives you more 5 storylines or more, depending on how many cards fall out. Okay, so we're gonna go. I'm going to deal the cards out first, and then we're going to go through the reading, okay? Now, the original 333, I will show you each card because I'm going by deck, but because how they are situated and placed, I have to do it another way. So we're going to go ahead. Before we even do any of the before we deal any of the cards, please also visit my TikTok page, which I am filming live now, which is Standing on Business 203. Everyone who becomes a follower gets a 3-card pull. And then you can, on there, you can also ask for readings. I have my readings that are open at this time. And I also have a lot of the retrograde readings. So I need 1 more subscriber. If I get 1 more follower on TikTok, you're going to do the Uranus retrograde, which is now in effect. It started with the blood moon of September 7th. I don't know at this point how long it's going to be, but it's going to be at least a couple of weeks. If you're seeing this message on YouTube, I need 1 new subscriber, and I'll give you this Uranus reading on the Uranus retrograde reading on YouTube as well. All right, here we go, guys. Let's start with the sounding bowl. Just trying to get my screen together. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Spirit guides, ancestors, the Almighty, please cleanse the air, cleanse the cards, cleanse the reading for the messages that I need, that the collector need at this time. Please guard their hearts, mind, soul, and spirit at this time away from all warlocks, brewhouse, voodoo, hoodoo, hex, hate, evil eyes, monitoring spirits, flying monkeys that are trying to be sent their way. Please send it right back to the sender 10,000-fold. I pray a protection for all that are listening to this message at this time. Please guard our heart, minds, and soul. Please guard us away from all evil beings, energies, attachments, and spirits. Please guard our mental health, our physical health, our financial health, our spiritual health, and emotional health at this time. Let it reflect off the power and the light that we carry within us and send it right back to the nefarious beings or spirits that are trying to cause us harm. All right, guys, so the first deck I'm going to use is the trusty dusty Miss Cleo's deck. If you know, you know, call me now. 2025, check out my pin, or go to the community and check out the information section if you want to get a reading, okay? My readings are open, okay? Spirit guides, ancestors, the Almighty, please give the collective 15 cards for the messages that they need at this time. You have 3 of Cups, 4 Cups in reverse. Spirit guides, ancestors, the Almighty, please give me the collective 12 cards for the messages that they need at this time. We have the Chariot coming out, crossing. Okay, we're going to move on to the Light Seers deck. Spirit guides, ancestors, the Almighty, please give me 12 12 cards for the messages that the collective needs at this time. You have the Knight of Swords in reverse. You have the Tower in reverse. Spirit guides, ancestors, they might please give me 10 cards for the messages that the collective need at this time. Oh, Jesus. All kinds of stuff came out. You got the Ace of Wands crossing. You got the Eight of Pentacles. You got the Two of Swords. And you got the Death in reverse. Let's see if I can scoot this over a little bit. Alright, our next deck will be the Love. Wait, hold on. The Island Time Wellness. Okay. And then you got stuff popping off already. Okay, so we had 2, we got 4, 7, and 9. Spirit guides, ancestors, the Almighty, please give me 6 more cards for the message that the collective needed this time. You got the Hammer coming out. Spirit guides, ancestors, the Almighty, please give me 5 more cards for the messages that need to come out for the collective. Alright, you got the Runner. You got the Butterfly. And you got Soulmates. Alright, let's get this Mystical Moon Timing Oracle. And you got 2 more cards. Also, let's see what this is. Spirit guides, ancestors, the Almighty, please give the collective 2 more cards for the messages that they need at this time. Spirit guides, ancestors, the Almighty, please give. There we go. It says it's happening now. And it says have faith, divine timing is at play. And because I got more cards than I needed to, we're gonna I'm still gonna give you I'm gonna give you one angel numbers card. Angel numbers are numbers that you keep seeing in your dream state or in your awakened state. You hear it on the radio waves. You might see it on documentation. You might see it on the clock. You might see it with spammers calling you from the same 4 digits over and over again. And then these cards will give you the significance of that number and the affirmation. So numbers like 1313, 777, and 2020. Spirit guides, ancestors, the Almighty, please give the collective 1 angel number card for the message that they need at this time. Did something flip? Let's see. I don't think it flipped. There we go. Here we go. Oops, shoot. Bus. Okay, you got 666 reflection. Okay, so let's do the reading. All right, so the first card is what the question you have at this time. What, you know, the atmosphere. So right now it's 3 of Cups, okay? So 3 of Cups, to me, this is my poly card. This is if you are dealing with several people at once or on the low or individually amongst themselves, or if you're not even about that life, then this is just a card of a celebration. So maybe it's a card excuse me, maybe it's a card that you may be celebrating at work, celebrating amongst your family, friends, loved ones, lovers. Okay, but something is causing you to pause about it, right? So, the other cards that are accompanying you is supposed to describe the nature of the circumstances. So the second card that came out was Four of Cups, right? You got Four of Cups in reverse, which Four of Cups upright means that you are being selfish at this time. You are, rejecting the offer. But with it being in reverse, maybe you are contemplating taking an offer. All right, maybe opening up in a relationship, maybe celebrating with new friends, new relatives, new co-workers. But something is giving you pause because the Chariot came out crossing. Now the Chariot upright is about moving forward, right? With crossing, to me, that's a transition because it could be a transition of moving forward, which is upright, or standing stagnant, which is reverse. Okay, so there's some kind of decision you're thinking about collaborating with people or inviting someone into a relationship or etc. Okay, you would know what that is, but it's causing you don't know which way to go at this moment. All right, so the next set of cards are, it says these cards indicate potential future events and influences. Okay, so the first card is, and we're gonna clarify who this is. Okay, so it's the Knight of Swords in reverse. I'm going to use my pot tarot deck. No, I don't condone smoking, but if you are in the area and you are of legal age, do what you do, but just know there's consequences for everything, okay? Spirit guides, ancestors, the Almighty, please give the collective one card upright for yes, one card reversal for no if the Knight of Swords in reverse is the collective. It says, no, it's not you. Spirit guides, ancestors, the Almighty, please give me one card upright for yes, one card reversal for no if the Knight of Swords in reverse is energy. And that's as far as I go for free readings. If you want to know more about if this is a specific person, you need to get a personal reading. It says yes, it's energy. Okay, so the Knight of Swords in reverse, let's see. Is a lack of strategy, confidence, and a self-imposed false sense of security. All right, so you might be in this energy in regards to you might be basically inflating yourself that either you don't need to involve others in this workplace collaboration or sexual collaboration or just a platonic collaboration. Maybe someone's saying, hey, we need new best friends, and you're like, nah, I'm not about that life. But whatever it is, it's caused you to be in your head because you got the Two of Swords in here. And it says the butterfly, right? The butterfly is relationship evolving to the next phase, right? See how it's, even though these are different cards from different decks, they are commingling, and the storyline gets interesting, right? It says healing the inner child and growth. Okay, maybe this is telling you, maybe this is a relationship, and maybe you are trying to decide if you want to take it to the next level. That maybe this is a relationship in its infant stages, and you're ready to go to the next step. Okay. So then the next set of cards, it says these cards represent an alternative course of action, okay, that you may choose to take. These next set of cards that we just talked about seem that you were possibly growing, right? Possibly, but you're still stuck in your head. You don't know which way you want to go. So these next cards, you have the Tower in reverse, right? Let's see. Tower in reverse. Let's see what that means. Okay. It says evilness and strong force. So it might, Either you think someone is evil, or you think moving to the next level could warrant an evil blowback. But then you have death in reverse. Okay. Um, Death upright is about transformation. It does not necessarily mean a physical death. It could just mean that something has been completed. Now, with the death in reverse, it says lack of direction and desire to remain in a bad situation. So, you may feel like this relationship, whether you're going to take it to the next level or keep it where it is, it's basically coming a mute point, and you might just need to cut it all the way off, right? There's no transformation, there's no transition, you're kind of stagnant. So this is kind of like, this is the thing. There's some kind of relationship that you are contemplating about, whether you're already in one, or you're thinking about going to the next step, or you're thinking about entering new people into it, but something is, you're not completely sure, and is making you become stagnant. You're stuck in your head about it, right? Then you have soulmates. It could be possible that this is a soulmate, and then maybe you're not knowing it at this time, and we're going to get, you have your timing cards, right? Yeah. You have the timing cards of, maybe you are just now finding out the signs that this person may be a soulmate. It may be freaking you out. You may not ever have experienced a relationship like this, so that might be another reason why you're stuck in your head at this time. Okay. So the next set of cards are about, these cards share the psychological implications of the situation, or the spiritual karmic lessons. Okay. So these cards. So the first one is Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands came out crossing. Okay, again, this is another transitioning card. Ace of Wands is, Ace of Wands is a card of childbirth, new projects, business adventures. A great time to start a new business. Business ventures prosper, new career, childbirth possible. So that is like another birthing card. Now, when I say birthing, it doesn't necessarily mean you are bringing someone into this world, but it could be a business venture, right? So whatever this relationship is, because it's not going to be the same type of relationship for everybody, it could be a business venture, right? You could be thinking about, hey, do I want to take on an investor? Do I want to group myself with a conglomerate? Do I want to add my friend, co-worker, family member, a third party into this, my baby, right? My birthing of my baby, which is equating to a job or a project or a business. Okay. Now you have the Hammer. It says sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive persistence, working on it. Okay. You might feel like this other person might come in, work on it, sabotage it. You are not trusting of this person, but I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, you do have to be careful who you do business with, who you start any type of relationship with. You know what I'm saying? It's important to do the vetting process. But the timing came out, says it's happening now. All right. So let me know if it does not resonate, leave it on the plate. But if it's happening now, if there's some kind of relationship, business venture that you are contemplating with or contemplating on, or starting at this moment, then this might be for you. Okay. So the next one is, the cards show the outcome. So however you decide to take the leap of faith to start a business, start a relationship, add to the relationship, build upon the relationship. The first card that comes out is the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles talk about working hard. Okay. So you are thinking about working hard with this person, right? But there is a runner. Now, I don't know if the runner is you. I don't know if you are the runner, but somebody in this relationship is running. Okay, it says runner in a codependent relationship, fear, intimacy, listening to ego. And that, I have a feeling this might be you, collective, because you are going back and forth. All right, we already talked about inflated ego. You're thinking highly above yourself. You are running because you don't know which way you want to go. You don't know if you want to run towards this person or this venture, or you want to run away. But look, this is good news. This is have faith, right? Divine timing is at play. And then you also have 666, right? The angel number, which is reflection. It says, when you allow time for reflection, you allow yourself to see where inner shifts are needed. It is time for you to look at your beliefs and ask, is this serving me, or is it time for me to release this? All right. Reflect, refocus, and readjust, right? Affirmation. As I refocus on what serves my highest good, I see myself shifting to my highest self. So like I said, see how everything is, there was one theme of you trying to figure out, should you uh add on to a relationship or business venture, or just go your separate ways, or keep it as is. And it's telling you that even though you might have qualms about it, even though you might not feel comfortable or know which way to go, you go, in the end you're going to make the right decision, um because divine timing is at play. But you're going to have to learn how to reflect and readjust as necessary, and you might have to release. And not saying you might have to release a person, you might have just released the mindset that you uh are fearful of, or that you don't want to start something new, or you don't want to fail. Most times we have to fail to learn. It's a growing pain, but you got to do what you got to do. All right, so let me take a picture. I'm going to, so when you see this cover art, this is the only cover art that I actually take a picture of the cards, because the cards are laid out so beautifully and so majestically. So yeah, check it out. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know which how you thought about the reading, what deck you like the best, and how it resonated with you. All right, and I will see you. I'm actually going to go ahead and do a zodiac reading. Okay, guys. So thank you so much. Oh, let me close it out too before I go to the zodiac. Hey, have a good one, guys.